Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of NDBA Baseball. We're bringing you live regular season content all season long. Thanks to our lovely batch of sponsors. My name is Corey LeBlanc. I'll be your host tonight. That is at That One News Guy on Twitter. If you'd like to shoot a follow, that'd be great. And thanks for joining us today for the matchup between the Niagara Falls Expos and the Thorold Anchors. We'll get to lineups in a minute. First, leading off is Adam Bartlett for the Anchors. He's facing off against Matt Watson, pitching tonight for the Expos. We're a little bit late getting going here today. Both behind the scenes and on field, but we're underway now. And we got a 2-1 count. Yeah, Bartlett, big swing and a miss, strike two. Bartlett comes into the game batting .400 this year. Had a good season so far for the 4-5 Thorold Anchors. And he swats that one foul to stay alive in the count. Getting our first look at Matt Watson, rookie pitcher for the Niagara Falls Expos. Comes into the game with a 9.62 ERA and 8 innings pitched. And he deals that one on the outside corner, strike three. Bartlett thought differently, but it catches the outside corner.
Second baseman, number 15, Dylan Dempsey.
And we have our first out of the ball game, courtesy of Matt Watson. So that'll give us a second, and perhaps after this first pitch, we'll bring you the starting lineups for the Thorold Anchors. So there's a ball inside from Watson, and we'll take a quick look at that starting lineup. Leading things off, Adam Bartlett, we saw him strike out. Dylan Dempsey is the batter now. Dan Smith behind him, .467. Kevin Hasty, .550 on the season, is the extra hitter. Nick Schwab in right field. Luis Rodriguez is the DH. Riley Gamble is in left. Dylan Guion is the catching for Kyle DeAngela tonight, and Dalton Precision rounds out the lineup at short. So we saw that one ride in on the end on Dylan Dempsey, number 15. So just saw he's batting .292 on the season. Slices that one foul, and the count is now 2-2. Thought waking up this morning that we weren't going to make this one today. Puddles outside the front door. And then we come to the field today. The crew did a wonderful job putting it together. There is strike three called. So Matt Watson painting the strike zone to start things off. 2 backwards Ks.
Third baseman, number 29, Dan Smith.
Oh, sorry, we lost you for a minute there. We're back. Having some connection problems from Oaks Park this afternoon. So here's Dan Smith. Comes in batting .467 on the season. And he takes a big swing there. Strike two. Smith has only been in a handful of games, this being his 6th on the season, 6 of 10. That one is away, and the count is full. Bete in the comments early on, nice night for a ball game. Agree, Bob. Like I said, they really turned this one around today, and there is Smith turning around on a baseball. Shot into right field, a base hit.
Number 44, Kevin Hasty.
So down to first base goes Dan Smith, and we have Kevin Hasty. One of the hottest hitters in the NDBA right now is Kevin Hasty. .550 batting average coming into tonight. That is the highest average of anyone with over 15 plate appearances, which is about the standard right now. And Hasty fouls this one back right in front of us here in the box. So 1-1-2, Kevin Hasty. Watson dealing on the outside corner again, 1-2. Watson looking to turn things around a little bit. He's been shaken up in the early going. And that one looked very close. Very similar to some of the pitches that we saw punch out Adam Bartlett and Dylan Dempsey. 2-2. And Hasty cranks that one. Baldinelli with a good stab there at second. Makes the play to end the inning. So the Anchors get a hit from Dan Smith with 2 out, but come up empty-handed. No score as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Be right back. Welcome back to NDBA.
The first inning for the Niagara Falls Expos, the second baseman, number 11, Anthony Baldinelli.
Hey, bottom of the first inning, NDBA fans, welcome back. We'll take a quick look at the Expos lineup while we got a minute here. Leading things off, Anthony Baldinelli, number 11, playing second base. Garrett Fisher behind him. Nick Hook in the 3-hole. Evan Baglieri catching for Matt Watson today. TC Murray batting .250 is the extra hitter. Jason Antoniak in right. Jack Kemp in center field tonight. Mitch Grieco in left. And Joe Scaringi rounds out the order. He is at short. So take a live look at the field now. This is Kyle D'Angela, ace pitcher for the Thorold Anchors, 2 years running now. It's definitely part of the reason why the Anchors were able to capture an OBA title last season. And there's a good strike there from D'Angelo, 2-1. Anthony Baldinelli comes in, 375. Not seen a lot of action so far this year. But he's standing tough against D'Angelo, and it's 3-1. One rides inside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk. Given up by D'Angelo.
First baseman, number 2, Garrett Fisher.
So bring up the first baseman tonight, Garrett Fisher. Not his usual spot. course, the veteran is very versatile. And the first pitch from D'Angelo, just a bit low. Oh no. As the Anchors pitcher tries to gain his composure in the early going. A hungry Expos team maybe looking to run here. Finds it there, strike one. Fisher comes in. And D'Angelo, obvious move to the first baseman. Fisher comes in 357 in 14 at-bats this season. He's got 5 hits. And now they got him in a rundown. And on the transfer, Jacob Turner cannot handle it. And Baldinelli's been given second base. Saw that a lot last game, actually, from the Anchors when we were live at McMillan last week. A couple really good pickoff moves executed and then not finished off. So it's 1-1 to Garrett Fisher. And that one's a bit high, 2-1. Fisher, a longtime Niagara Falls Expo, part of those championship teams. And he slices that one just to the left of the bullpen there, down the third base line. 2-2. In fact, if you look at the Expos lineup, it's a pretty even split of who has been around for a while. Fisher taps that one in front of the home plate. Coming on Proshizin, and he makes the play. Good strong throw from Proshizin over at short.
The third baseman, number 23, Nick Cook.
So moves Baldinelli up to third base. Nick Cook looking to put the first run across here with one down. And Cook puts a good piece on that into center field. Drops down in front of Adam Bartlett. And we got our first run of the ball game as Baldinelli comes across. 1-0 Expos.
The catcher, number 17, Evan Baglieri.
So I got Evan Baglieri, number 17, comes in 333 on the season. And he takes the first pitch strike. He's another one of those Expos that hasn't been out much. In fact, only Ryan Bray has played every game this year for the Expos. And there's a shot from Baglieri deep into left field. Coming on and making the catch is Riley Gamble, who's manning left field tonight. 2 down.
Designated hitter, number 29, T.C. Murray.
So now here's T.C. Murray, number 29 for the Expos. Who, by the way, are wearing their new blue shirts tonight. Looking very snazzy with the red stripe going down the arms. Oh, Turner looked like he had him, but he could not handle the ball over at first base. Last time we saw TC Murray, he put a charge into the baseball. Cashed in a couple runs with a double. But he comes in batting .250 on the season. Angela Wines 1-0. Is a bit outside, 2-0. So far, we've not seen from Kyle D'Angelo what we're used to. As Murray pops that one straight up. Jacob Turner calling off the catcher, and he makes the catch. So the Expos grab a run on a sac fly. Sorry, an RBI single from Nick Cook. It's 1-0 as we head to the top of the second inning. Be right back. Welcome back, NDBA fans. Top of the second inning. We got Expos 1, Anchors 0, and we have Nick Schwab, number 94, leading things off for the Thorold Anchors to face Matt Watson. Schwab is in right field tonight. Comes in batting .250, and he swats that one deep into right, but that's well into the parking lot. Doesn't look like there's any casualties on that one. Schwab gets a piece of that one as well. And he taps it foul. And now he's in the hole 0-2. Got a very up and down season, but he's getting by on his power. The Anchors have one of the best offenses in the league through 9 games. And that one's just a bit upstairs, says the home plate umpire. The 1-2 to Nick Schwab. Outside, 2-2. Schwab in the 5 hole tonight for the Anchors. That one looking real good, but inside. So Watson not getting the calls he was getting early on in this one. Good fight there from Schwab. Fouls that one back, stays alive. 3-2 again. And the payoff pitch, he got him. Strike 3. Something Watson is dealing. The Anchors can't quite see it yet. That's the 3rd backwards K.
Designated hitter, number 37, Luis Rodriguez.
So So good start for Matt Watson so far. He's up against Luis Rodriguez, number 37. DHing tonight. Takes that one up and in. Rodriguez entering the night through 14 on the season. But he's starting to come around. Did a double for 3 RBIs back on June 9th against the Beamsville Yellow Jackets. Big swing and a miss there. 1-2. And Watson takes a second, steps off. Collects as he knows this is a big pitch here. Looking to sit down Luis Rodriguez. And cut on, strike 3. Down goes Rodriguez. 4th K for Watson, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 13, Riley Gamble.
Now here's Riley Gamble. 3rd-year player, 2nd year with the Thorold Anchors. And he takes the first pitch high, ball 1. Of course, I've only been around for about 5 years myself, so I can only remember as far back as that. And there's a good strike there from Watson, 1-1. There's a lot of people who precede me in this league even. Take a look at that Expos bench. Gamble taps that one back up the middle. Baldinelli and Scaringi can't get there, and it is another 2-out single for the Thorold Anchors.
The catcher, number 12, Dylan Gillian.
There's the catcher, Dylan Guillion. 444, just 9 plate appearances this year. Seen a lot of different looks at catcher so far for the Thorold Anchors. He and Dylan Dempsey split time pretty evenly. Chris Seulja's been back there as well. Slicing that one foul. Getting safely into the parking lot to our right. Takes a brave soul to park over there on a Friday night.
That would be for sure.
Well, that's in the pitch, and Guion fights that one off as well, 0-2. This is one player the Anchors are hoping to have a breakout year. That one's well outside. And a good spot there from Watson. One, two down in the inning. And the pitch is just a bit upstairs, 2-2. Aglieri is one of the more methodical catchers in the league. He really thinks about the game at every level. He's going to try to mix it up. Most likely part of the reason Watson is sitting on those 4 strikeouts through 2 innings. Payoff pitch, runners on the go, and Guion swings in, misses, strike 3. 5th strikeout of the game so far for Matt Watson through 2 innings. Bottom 2 coming up, 1-0 Expos. Be right back. Welcome back, NDBA fans. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Expos 1, Anchors 0. Jason Antoniak will lead things off in this inning for the Expos. And he takes a first pitch strike from Kyle D'Angelo, who's likely to go a lot of innings today for the Anchors if he can settle into this one. Owen's missing just a bit outside. 1-1. Angelo riding Antoniak inside there. Unflinching is Antoniak. Looked like he gladly would have worn that one. J-Max lines that one to the second baseman, and it's through him. 2 or 3 hops to the second baseman, Dylan Dempsey, and it eats him up.
The center fielder, number 44, Jack Kemp.
There's an error on the second baseman, Dylan Dempsey, and it brings us to Jack Kemp, number 44. Rookie center fielder for the Expos, comes in batting 158 on the season. Facing a tough lefty tonight in Kyle D'Angelo. First pitch strike. D'Angelo sets and takes a look at the runner over there. Turner can't hang on to the baseball. It's another interesting look tonight for the Thorold Anchors is Jacob Turner over at first base. Not something you see very often. They've had Chris Cholfi over there. They've had Kevin Hasty over there a lot. D'Angelo motion to the plate, and he deals strike one. If you caught the game between the St. Catharines Cobras, Meriton Alliance and the Niagara Falls Expos last month, you saw Jack Kemp have one heck of a game. Couple plays in center field, a big double to take the lead. Fouls that one back, and he's down 0-2. It was very wet out there this evening. D'Angelo, quick motion over to first. And he resets. The 0-2 to Jack Kemp. And Kemp swats this one.
That's up.
That's going to get back out of play. Just to our right back here. Nobody down. Jason Antoniak stands over at first base, and now they got him. Jacob Turner cannot handle the baseball. Boy, that's the second time tonight. Second time tonight they've had him caught. Third time tonight that he's dropped the move. Sophomore player's got to shake it off there. Antoniak moves to second. And Kemp takes strike 3. Good breaking ball from D'Angelo. 1 down.
The left fielder, number 6, Mitch Grieco.
Now we got Mitch Grieco. Number 6 for the Expos. Comes in batting 300 on the season. Let's see if we can fix this picture quality tonight. We're lacking. Angela deals, and that's a bit outside. Ball 1. Just a dark, gloomy night in Niagara Falls tonight. Rico stands in 300 for the season. And he pops this one straight up. On the infield grass, Dylan Guyon in foul territory cannot make the play. Boy, these defensive blunders for the Anchors. They'd be out of this inning twice already. So 0-2 to Grieco. Jason Antoniak is at second base. And D'Angelo steps off, checks on him again. And the pitch. And Grieco looked like he wanted it, but takes a step back. Hitters count for Mitch Grieco. D'Angelo the pitch, and it's in there. Strike 2. Good fastball there. D'Angelo needs this batter. I don't want to flip this lineup over. And he got him. Strike 3 looking. Second K of the inning for D'Angelo. 2 down.
The shortstop, number 9, Joe Scaringi.
Tonight is the shortstop, Joe Scaringi. He comes in batting .263 on the season and has made himself a staple in the 6-hole for the Expos this year. Seven games played, 19 at-bats. 5 hits, all of them singles. And he pokes this one into center field. Adam Bartlett is there, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So Antoniak reaches with no outs, but the Expos come up empty-handed. 1-0 as we head to the top of the third. Be right back. Welcome back, NDBA fans. Top of the third inning now, and we'll lead things off with the shortstop, Dalton Precision, for the Thorold Anchors. Expos lead 1-0. Thanks to an RBI single by Nick Cook back in the first inning. And taking a first pitch ball there. Precision comes in batting .059, just one hit on the season. But he's become a defensive staple for the Anchors, taking over at shortstop this year for Ryan Daly, who they miss dearly. It's their leadoff hitter last season. But Precision has stepped in and delivered in his first year with Thorold. And he takes that one down and away from Matt Watson, 3-1. Some action over in the Niagara Falls bullpen. Looks like Dallas Smith from here. Payoff pitch from Matt Watson. And he got him again. Strike three. Sixth punch out of the night for Watson. One down.
On first baseman, number 6, Jacob Turner.
There's first baseman Jacob Turner. No hits on the season. He's still looking for that first knock. And he takes a first pitch strike. Turner's had 9 tries at it. Walked a couple times, and he's been hit a couple times as well. And he takes a strong fastball there again from Watson. Strike 2. Watson, 6 strikeouts so far, 4 of them backwards. And he drops that one in the dirt. A good miss there. Ball 1. Some uncharted territory for Matt Watson. And that's one's crushed. Jacob Turner into left field, a base hit. First knock of the season for Jacob Turner. Could not come at a better time for the Anchors.
The center fielder, number 87, Adam Bartlett.
As it turns over the lineup, and we have Adam Bartlett once again struck out looking in the first. And a good first pitch strike there from Watson. So actually, taking a look at Watson's season to date, he had one really good start against the St. Catharines Cobras where he went 5 scoreless. 1 hit, 11 strikeouts. And this one on the ground from Bartlett. Joe Scaringi to second for 1, and they got no shot at Bartlett over there. But they get the lead runner, 2 down.
The second baseman, number 15, Dylan Dempsey.
So yeah, on Watson, and then just 1 week later against the Beamsville Yellow Jackets, roughed up for 11 earned runs in 3 innings. So really just one bad start. Watson actually put up good numbers to start the year. He's got Dylan Dempsey to deal with now. And Dempsey takes ball 2 away. Upstairs, 3-0. I don't know if Watson came off the mound a little awkwardly on that last throw. But it's a good thing they've had the bullpen working for the last 5 minutes or so. it looks like he's going to test it out quickly. Looks good from here. Must feel good from the mound because it looks like we're ready to get underway again. But he's 3-0 to Dylan Dempsey. And that one's in there. Strike one. Big swing and a miss there from Dempsey for strike two. So climbing back, that's Jacob Turner over at first base. They're 2 down in the inning. Sorry, it's Adam Bartlett at first. Payoff pitch is chucked foul, so we'll have to redo. Probably for the best there. I don't know if Adam Bartlett knew what the count was. They'll be on the move on this pitch, no doubt. So we'll redo the 3-2. Matt Watson deals. Strike three. Boy, Watson is a strikeout machine tonight. That's number 7 through 3 innings. And the Expos cling to a 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the third. Be right back. Welcome back, NDBA fans, for the bottom of the third inning. Just want to quickly give a shout out to our sponsor for the evening, Thorold Medical Pharmacy.
Leading off the third inning for the Niagara Falls Expos, number 11, the second baseman, Anthony Baldinelli.
So the Expos will turn things over here in the bottom of the third. You just heard Anthony Baldinelli be announced over the PA. He is over 0 with a walk in the first inning. He scored the only run of the ball game so far, coming off the bat of Nick Cook. So ball one there to Baldinelli. 375 coming into the season is Baldinelli. Just a sample size. And he's taken all day there. Ball two. Still action in the Expos bullpen. As you see a strike there. So you got to wonder if Matt Watson's night is over. Would be a banner start if he ended up calling it here, but he would not get the decision. Got to go over 4 innings in the NDBA to get a win. 3-1 to Anthony Baldinelli. And he's looking all day at ball 4. Second walk issued to Baldinelli tonight.
The first baseman, number 2, Garrett Fisher.
Number 2, Garrett Fisher. Grounded out too short his first time up, but he advanced the runner. which was the important part, as that runner would later come in to score. It was a good put out by Procession. Sorry, it's short to make the out on Fisher in the first place. Angela's been a little bit wonky here to start. Not the command we're used to from the Anchors ace. Fisher puts that one in play on the ground to the third baseman, Dan Smith, who makes the play in time. 2 down. Sorry, 1 down.
The third baseman, number 23, Nick Cook.
Now we got Nick Cook manning the hot corner tonight for the Expos. RBI single in the first inning. Has us at a 1-0 Expos lead. And he's got a chance to catch Baldinelli again. If he's able to put it past the infield here. Got action now in the Anchors bullpen as well. Hard to tell from here. So that it could be Justin Vesio West. That one bounces in front of Guion, and Baldinelli is going to take third base. So a wild pitch issued to Jangela. Who again just doesn't seem to have a command that we're used to seeing from him. And that's a right-hander in the bullpen. Foul tip right into the mask of Guion, who looks no worse for wear, shakes that one off. So it's 1-1 to Nick Cook. Wonder if we can zoom in on the Anchors bullpen to see who's pitching down there. Well, we got visual, but need to see a face properly.
Also the jersey number as well. That doesn't appear to.
No, I think.
At the moment.
Yeah, I think he's got a sweater on.
Yeah.
Hard to tell. Could be Nick Schwab, actually. Looks like there's a 9-4 on his arm. That one's on the ground from Nick Cook, but foul. 1-2. Regardless, the Anchors are planning something in case intangibly something happens to Kyle DeAngelo in this one. It's a close all game right now. Anchors are no stranger to coming back in these ones. The 1-2. And he puts a good piece on that one into left field, a base hit. Nick Cook comes through with his second RBI single of the evening. It is 2-0 Expos.
The catcher, number 17, Evan Baglieri.
Nick Cook is 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, and Evan Baglieri stands in 0 for 1 tonight. Flied out to the left fielder his last time up. He put a good piece on the ball. And he takes a first pitch strike there from DeAngelo. So now we're in uncharted territory for Kyle DeAngelo, who has not allowed more than 2 earned runs in a start this year. And he slices that one foul. It's very odd how this one scores up so Baldinelli reaches on a walk, and then Nick Cook slaps him home. It seems to be the recipe tonight for the Expos. The 0-2 pitch from Kyle D'Angelo, and they'll check on Nick Cook over there at first. Not a terrible threat to steal is Nick Cook, but he is capable. And Baglieri puts another good charge into a baseball. This sends Bartlett way back to the wall, and he's not going to make the catch. Baglieri strolls gingerly into second base, and coming across is Nick Cook. It's an RBI double from the catcher, Evan Baglieri.
The designated hitter, number 29, T.C. Murray.
And that right there is your intangible. Evan Baglieri comes through with an RBI double. And all of a sudden, the Expos are in control of this one. 3-0 for the home squad. And they're not done yet. 1 out, T.C. Murray to the plate. And that one drops down low. Ball 1. And D'Angelo fires that one in there for strike 1, 1-1. Baglieri taking a healthy lead at second. Like I said, Expo's not finished yet. Just 1 out. They're looking to do some more damage. Try to boot Kyle D'Angelo from this ball game. Takes that one away, 2-1. We're into the bottom of the 3rd inning here. Expos 3 runs on 3 hits. And that one drops in as well, 3-1 now. You got to throw T.C. Murray a strike here. Although there is first base available. So you don't want to give him anything too easy. He's got home run power to any part of this ballpark. They had Baglieri dead to rights over there, but nobody covering second. So D'Angelo sets, and he's pitching to a hitter's count to T.C. Murray, and he can't find the zone. Ball 4.
The right fielder, number 27, Jason Antoniak.
So it's the 3rd walk issued from Kyle D'Angelo tonight. And it puts runners at first and second, and will prompt a mound visit here from Aaron McInnes. This is not yet the stage where the Anchors will pull their starter. There usually is a second mound visit before that happens. This is just a check-in to see what the plan is. See if D'Angelo is, first of all, willing to get through this inning. If he feels like he can handle it. Obviously, the starter is hungry. Wants a decision in every game he plays. And he's on the losing end of this one so far. And then Jason Antoniak stands in. 0 for 1 tonight, reached on an error in the 1st inning. Bags on the move. The throw from Goyan is not in time. Baglieri had a great jump over there. So a stolen base for the catcher. And now a soft single cashes another run for the Expos in this inning. And they'll look to Jason Antoniak to deliver. And they'll check on Murray over at first. A bold move with runners at third, considering Jacob Turner's hands have not been steady over there at first base tonight. Headed to the plate there. D'Angela, swinging strike there from Antoniak. May have gotten a piece of that one. D'Angela sets. And the pitch is just a bit downstairs. You can tell all these pitches are starting to get to him. D'Angelo usually good for about 60 to 70 pitches, and he's already sitting at 56 on the afternoon. So 1-2 now to Jason Antoniak. 1 out in the inning. Runners at first and third for the Expos. And Antoniak lines that one into left center, a base hit. Strolling across the plate is Evan Baglieri. Headed to third base is TC Murray. It's an RBI single from Jason Antoniak. 4-0 Expos.
The center fielder, number 44, Jack Kemp.
Now we got Jack Kemp. Struck out swinging, or sorry, struck out looking in the second inning. One of 2 Ks in the frame from Kyle D'Angelo. Ooh, has his hands full in this inning with the top of the Expos lineup the second time through. Check swing there from Kemp, and he fouls it off. You got Murray over there at third base, Antoniak at first. 1 out in the inning. Expos have already put 3 on the board in the bottom of the third. Angela to the plate for strike 2. See what he does here. 0-2. He checks on Antoniak. So Kemp looking to dig in here. And the 0-2 is sliced to the third baseman, Dan Smith, who cannot make the play in time. That was a hot shot from Kemp. And we'll call that one an RBI single as well. Make it 5-0 Expos.
The left fielder, number 6, Mitch Grieco.
Now here comes Mitch Grieco. Also struck out looking in the second inning, but this is an entirely new frame. One where the Expos are hitting on all cylinders. 4 hits and 2 walks so far. Still one down. Grieco sends that one into right field, and that's going to find the gap. He's thinking 2 bags all the way, and he's going to get that easily. Into score is Antoniak. No, he's going for 3, and he's got it. Now that one gets away, and he's going home. Mitch Grieco gets a little league home run. 3 more runs come across, and it's 8-0 Expos. Unofficially a triple for Mitch Grieco. And then an error on the third baseman cashes the run. All 3 runners come across. And that could be it for Kyle D'Angelo tonight. Here comes Aaron McInnes.
I think that's Chris Cholfie there.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is Chris
I think
Cholfie.
so. I don't think Aaron is around.
No.
I know he got married last Saturday.
Oh yeah, you
so
know what?
He might just not be here tonight.
Yeah, come to think of it, yeah, that's true.
Do you remember?
Aaron and Chris have roughly the same stature.
Well, that's true. And Chris and I are almost the same age. Actually, I'm a bit older than him.
So we will have a pitching change here in Niagara Falls. And with that comes the warm-up. We'll be right back after the break. Stick with us. So welcome back after that brief intermission, NDBA fans. We got a new pitcher. It's Nicholas Gamble for the Thorold Anchors. And his first opponent is Joe Scaringi tonight. And Scaringi chops that one, precision ranging, and fires offline. That would have been a great play if he made that throw on point. But it goes into the Expos dugout, and Joe Scaringi is awarded second base.
The second baseman, number 11, Joe Anthony Baldinelli.
So we'll call that E6. Precision there with plenty of time, but he can't make the throw. And now we have our 10th batter of the inning. Anthony Baldinelli once again started this one off with a walk. And he scored off the bat of Nick Cook. You may notice the clouds rolling in to our left. It is certainly gotten darker here in the skies over Niagara Falls. We thought the weather would hold out for this one, but some rain incoming. Hopefully we can get 4 innings in and call this one official before the weather plays a part in tonight's action. And Gamble raises that one upstairs and is 3-0. Although if the Expos climb up to enough of a lead, they may just call this one a game either way. Inside, ball 4.
First baseman number 2, Garrett Fisher.
That's the second walk issued to Baldinelli this inning, 3rd one of the game. And now it brings up Garrett Fisher, 0 for 2. Today is Fisher. He's grounded out to short and third base. And he takes a pitch upstairs from Gamble, 1-0. Who has come in and pitched 5 straight balls to start things off. Got more action over there in the Anchors bullpen, so this one is slicing out of play. Couple of defensive miscues for the Anchors in this inning that wish they had back. And it has tarnished an otherwise miraculous season from Kyle D'Angelo, where he'd appeared in 4 games and hadn't allowed more than 2 earned runs in any one of those. 8 coughed up today from the big right-hander. Got Jose Rodriguez in the chat. Go Anchors from Dominican Republic. Jose, your Anchors are struggling a bit tonight, but we thank you for tuning in. Jose is Luis's brother. He's playing number 37 tonight. Yeah. Two one is in there for strike 2. After this wild inning, Fisher is now the only Expo not to reach base in this one so far. But he'd like to change that here. Runners on first and second for him. And he takes that one low and outside, 3-2. And hear the little pitter patter of something happening here.
Unfortunately, it is circle.
And he loses him, ball 4. So Fisher reaches second walk issued from Gamble so far.
Third baseman number 23, Nick Cook.
Now this brings up Nick Cook for the second time this inning. RBI single in the first and third inning for Nick Cook. Chance to do some real damage now with the bases loaded. And Cook does just that. He drives the ball to right field, and right fielder is not going to get there. And to score is Joe Scaringi. Behind him, Anthony Baldinelli. And following up behind that, Garrett Fisher. It's a 3-run double from Nick Cook. 11-0 Expos.
Number 17, Evan Baglieri.
Give Nick Cook 5 RBI on the evening. He's cooking tonight. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a double now. And this is just a classic shellacking. No better way to put that. Something we've not seen on the NDBA broadcast yet, actually. Just a good old-fashioned beatdown.
That's right.
Now we got Evan Baglieri once again for the second time this inning. Expos batting around, and this is the 13th batter of the bottom of the third. Baglieri squares that one up and slices it foul. So the rain has come on here at Oaks Park. Again, we got a lot of weather this morning. You can see some of the more wet patches in the infield. But we want to get 4 in the books to be able to call this one an official game. Two and two. Baglieri sharply down the third base line, stopping that one there, Dan Smith. And he fires, but Turner cannot handle it. Coming in to score is Nick Cook. And it is 12-0 Expos. This is one the Anchors want to forget right about now.
Ooh,
And they may get their opportunity. Now the weather's really picking up.
It's coming down pretty hard right now.
Number 29, T.C. Murray.
So we'll call that one E3. The throw good enough for Turner to handle, but he can't make the play. And now we got T.C. Murray. Walked in, scored this inning. Grounds this one softly. Precision has to hustle to make a play. And he got him. That one was pretty close, but out, says the base umpire. And we got 2 down in the inning.
Number 27, Jason Antoniak.
That was likely a close enough call, and in a tight game, that may be safe. But now at 12-0 Expos, and with the weather coming on, probably just want to put this one away. So Antoniak stands in. 1 for 2 today. RBI single in this inning already. That's right, it's an 11-run third inning right now for the Expos. They have knocked Kyle D'Angelo from the ballgame. Nicholas Gamble is in now. And he's really concerned with what's going on with T.C. Murray over at second. So obviously some shifting weather patterns here tonight. There was no rain in the forecast tonight when we landed at Oaks Park at around 5 o'clock. So Antoniak dealing with Nick Gamble. Or rather, Nick Gamble dealing with Jason Antoniak, the way this inning is gone. And that one's in the dirt. No movement from Murray at second. We may have just seen our first flash of lightning, actually. That one is upstairs, 2-1. That one rides in on Antoniak.
And a little bit of thunder.
Yeah, and now a little bit of thunder. This one is it's getting down to the wire here. Fired in by Gamble, strike 2. So there are 2 outs. And now a 3-2 count. T.C. Murray will be on the move. He elects to stay put. And it's another walk. 5th walk this inning.
Number 44, Jack Kemp.
And it brings up Jack Kemp once again. RBI single this inning already. Struck out looking in the second. That one rides inside, 2-0. And Kemp taps that one foul down the first baseline. Kemp trying to break into this Expos lineup. Doing a good job so far. Patrolling center field for them. Expos hadn't really had an everyday center fielder. Ryan Bray does a lot of the good outfield work for them. Bray missing from the lineup for the first time this year for the Expos. So hitters count for Kemp. Runners are at first and second. They're 2 down. And he takes a big cut there. Strike 2. Saw Kemp find the gap earlier this inning. Good for 1 run. Runners on the move, and Kemp shoots that one into center field in front of Bartlett, a base hit. Coming around and scoring is T.C. Murray. Make it 13-0 Expos.
Left fielder, number 6, Mitch Rico.
And this is just a never-ending onslaught right now. Or so it seems. Antoniak makes his way to third on the single from Jack Kemp. Second single of the inning. Mitch Grieco once again. Little League home run his last time at bat. 3 RBI on the play. Including himself. Grieco check swing, and that one's going to drop in play in front of Jacob Turner, who takes it to the bag and at last puts this inning away. 13-0. The Expos lead now after a 12-run inning in the bottom of the third. We'll be right back after the break.
Oh boy. if they want to listen to that, but
No.
I always just cut it off. Yeah,
Bummer.
that's alright. Served it as much as I could, though.
Well, here, we can charge it.
Shut the thing off.
Yeah. So welcome back, NDBA fans, for the top of the 4th inning. It's 13-0 Expos. Get your banner topped up in just a second here.
Excuse me. Yes. I don't blame you. Sitting here, that's a good idea.
And leading things off in this inning is number 29, Dan Smith, for the Thorold Anchors. I would say they're trying to dig their way out of a hole, but is there enough dirt on earth to dig? I've seen some ridiculous comebacks, but 13 runs in a baseball game, yikes. So you just saw a new pitcher, Dallas Smith, knock down Dan Smith. Smith versus Smith. And Smith wins that one. One down. Of course, if we get 4 complete in the books, this one will count no matter what. If we get 5 innings in, a mercy rule would apply. And the mercy rules are changed a little bit this year in the NDBA, actually. Both teams need to agree on a mercy rule for the game to be called. If either team decides they'd like to keep playing and get some reps in, that is what happens. I mean, we've seen a couple games get out of hand and go 7 innings. However, it is still early on in the season, and I'm sure getting the reps in is a lot more valuable than taking a tough loss. Or enjoying a big win for that matter. So here's Kevin Hasty. 550 coming into tonight on the season, and he's 0 for 1 tonight. That one popped foul. Sounded okay in the parking lot again to the right. If you're just tuning in now, 13-0 Expos, a 12-run 3rd inning. Has them riding high. Hasty fouls that one back as well. So it is still 0-2. I'll also be interested to see where that 12-run inning ranks in terms of runs in an inning this year. Wonder if we can pull up the scores here. Yeah, score tracker. So runs in an inning. First, we'd have to narrow it down to how many games have 12 runs in them, period, by any one team. And there's not a lot of those either. So actually, oddly enough, the Thorold Anchors have a 12-run 3rd inning as well. Against the Meriton Alliance. That appears to be it. Just one other instance of that happening, but that's quite the accomplishment, 12 runs in a single inning.
Not too often you see that.
Not at all. May 25th, 2023 at McMillan Park. The Thorold Anchors, 12 runs in the 3rd inning against the Meriton Alliance and a 14-3 win. That was another example of a game, though, that ended up going 7 innings despite the fact that the winning team was up 10 runs. So it's still Kevin Hasty here. He's battling in a 3-2 count against Dallas Smith. And the payoff pitch. Hasty cranks that one into center field. Jack Kemp coming on, and he can make the play. Hasty's cruising into second base, and that's what he's got. It's a double with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. we're moving right along now. Number 94, Nick Schwab stands in. Or actually, it looks like we might have a replacement batter for
that
Schwab.
would be number 50, Josh LaRock.
Yeah, here we go. Josh LaRock into the ball game. Presumably taking over in right field. Josh, a third-year NDBA player as well. One of those players that came over last season from the Junior Cobras. He and a bunch of teammates now populate regular positions, like Jacob Turner over at first base tonight. And he takes a strike there from Smith. Quickly 0-2. Smith fires and strike 3. LaRock with a half-hearted swing. And he is the second out of the 4th inning. Which takes us to another substitute batter here.
So number 16, Connor Gamble.
So, yeah, Connor Gamble into the ballgame. And check swing there, but he does not go. So Connor Gamble comes into the season 222, and he shoots a ball into left center here. And that one's going to get down. 4 extra bases. Kevin Hasty comes in to score. And the Anchors are on the board, make it 13-1. So they say you got to start somewhere. Well, there's your somewhere if you're the Thorold Anchors. How about Connor Gamble coming into the game and delivering with an RBI double right away? So still 2 down in the inning. Now number 13, Riley Gamble to the plate. Comes in .333 on the season. And he takes a first pitch strike from Smith. A big swing and a miss there from Gamble 0-2. Expos riding their workhorse right now in Dallas Smith. He's pitched in 5 games already, this being his 6th. So 6 out of 10 for the Expos. And that one is downstairs. Good snag there from Baglieri. So things getting a little dicey out there. Dallas Smith working that mound. It's turning into some kind of clay. Gamble pops that one back out of play. And it's still 1-2. Going to see a lot of what you just saw out of the catcher there, Evan Baglieri, as this dirt continues to just turn into mulch. But they're just trying to get 4 innings into the books here so we can call this one a game. We've also seen exceptions be made in games like this, where the score is racked up for one particular team, where they just call it despite the weather. That one is backing out of play as well. So Gamble fighting. And he sticks in there, 1-2. 2 down in the 4th. And Riley's brother Connor stands at second. 1-2 again from Smith. Is just a bit downstairs. 2-2. Boy, Smith really digging in now. Trying to salvage whatever he can out of that pitching mound. Riley fights that one off, and Nick Hook over at third fires, and they can't make the play over at first. Garrett Fisher, again, not his usual spot, cannot make the play on the one hop. Connor Gamble in to score, and it's 13-2.
No, rally caps for whatever that's worth is on right now for the Thorold Anchors.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now is it 13-2.
So we'll call that E3. Again, it looked to be in range for Garrett Fisher over there at first, but he can't make the stab. We'll throw a bit offline from Cook. Sometimes it's easier to be an announcer and not a scorekeeper. Smith dealing with some clay in his shoe. And I gotta say, wasting a little bit more time is not going to be your friend here. This game is getting soggier by the minute.
At this point, it's probably best to just do the best you can and get these innings in.
Yeah, play this one quick. So Dylan Guion now the catcher. Very unlikely to be replaced. Honestly, if the Expos are smart, they'll just come out next inning and take 3 quick swings. Guion shoots that one into left field, a base hit. Center fielder Jack Kemp cuts it off. And the Anchors aren't going away here in the top of the 4th. It's still 2 down. As Dalton Procision steps in. Procision struck out looking in the 2nd inning. That was back when Matt Watson was the pitcher. I believe Watson's 7 strikeouts in 3 innings today. Procision pops this one up. Baglieri thinks he might have a play on it. He does. And that's the way the 4th inning ends. Baglieri makes a play right up against the fence over there, and that is how we call it. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Looking to get this one in. 13-2 Expos over the Anchors. Be right back. Well, hang on now, baseball fans, because we just saw Evan Baglieri make a catch up against the back fence, and it looked pretty unobstructed. But they're saying now that this ball has come out of play and then worked its way back into play. So Procision is ruled safe, and the pitch a foul ball. So it'll be 0-1 to Procision, and the inning continues. Shouldn't be so quick to go to break.
Yes, unofficially some instant replay overruled in that previous call.
Well, we had a little bit of arguing there at the end of the inning, or so we thought.
Yeah, it looked like both managers were just discussing what the ruling really was, not so much arguing over the call, but
and I've seen very little calls get overturned in this league.
Yeah.
So good on the umpires there for getting it right. Procision fouls that one back again. And it's 1-2. Dallas Smith not in any discomfort. He's just trying to work the clay out of his shoe right now. It's gotten very wet here at Oaks Park. And I imagine the mound has become more of a sandbox. One, two. Procession down the third baseline, foul. So we'll redo. Procession knows he needs to contribute just a little bit more to his club. They didn't bring him in for offense, but if he's going to be in the lineup, it's got to become at least someone they can depend on in these tight spots. This one's long gone. Lloyd Tukler's in the chat tonight. Saw him last night in the St. Catharines game. It doesn't even look like it's raining, you're right, on stream, but I assure you, it's coming down pretty good here at Oaks Park. You can see in the puddles, just off to our right over here.
Right now, the puddles are a pretty good telltale sign as how hard it's coming down at the moment.
There it is, strike three looking. Dalton Precision down on strikes for the second time tonight. Now the inning is over. 13-2 Expos as we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning, second half of the game. Stick with us. Welcome back, baseball fans, to the second half of our live coverage from Oaks Park, Niagara Falls here. Expos up 13-2 over the Thorold Anchors. We got a new pitcher in for the visiting team. This is Connor Gamble. Came into bat for Luis Rodriguez, the DH, and now he is the pitcher, placing his brother Nick. we're hoping to get this one in tonight. 4 innings counts as an official NDBA game. 5 innings for a mercy rule. And gamble deals, strike 1. Connor Gamble comes into the night. 3 pitching appearances this year, 4.1 innings pitched. He's only allowed 1 earned run and has 7 strikeouts. That half slot release that he's got is unlike anything else that I've seen in Niagara Senior Baseball League. Quite an interesting delivery. But he owns it, and it works. And he could be an effective pitcher in this league for a long time if he develops his game just a little bit further. Of course, command is always an issue with young pitchers. And that one is swatted down the left field line, just foul. Don't know if you could see that one on the stream, but boy, that was real close. I thought that might have caught a bit of the line. So lost in all this is leading off for the Niagara Falls Expos in this inning, Mitch Grieco. He is number 6 in left field tonight. Oh, sorry, no, this is Joe Scaringi to lead things off. Grieco out last inning. Connor misses just a little bit outside of the zone. Full count. Wants to get through this inning. Grieco taps it softly down the first base line, and he's going to run right into Connor Gamble, who tags him out. 1 down. Sorry, that was Joe Scaringi. I had it in my mind that was Mitch Grieco from the start, and I just wanted to roll with it. But Joe Scaringi is retired, and the lineup rolls over. Is it a new batter? Oh no, that's Baldy.
It's Baldinelli.
Yeah. So Anthony Baldinelli comes up to bat here in the 4th inning. 3 plate appearances for Baldinelli tonight. He's walked in all 3 of them. So he does not have an at-bat tonight, technically. Walked and scored. Once in the 1st, twice in the 3rd. Part of that 12-run inning for Niagara Falls. And he takes strike 2. Oh, sorry, 1-1. Thought I heard the umpire yell 2.
Bye.
Baldy pops this one up to the left side. Dan Smith underneath it. Records the out, and there are quickly 2 down in the inning. If you're just joining us now, Kyle D'Angela, the pitcher of record in this ball game, he was rocked to the tune of 8 earned runs. First time this year he's given up anything more than 2. And the Expos lead at 13-2. Pretty wet here at Oaks Park today. Just looking to get through it. We are 1-0. This is Garrett Fisher, the batter. 0 for 2 today is Fisher with a walk. Gamble misses just a bit low. 2-0. And now he misses upstairs. 3-0. So if you're Connor Gamble, you got to come into this game and play a shutdown role. Not that you have high hopes that your team can come back, but if they're going to, they'd much rather be down 11 than anything more than that, as Gamble loses Fisher on 4 pitches. Second walk issued to Fisher today. And the Expos have a base runner with 2 down in the inning. This is Nick Cook. 3 for 3 today. Nick Cook, 5 RBI. He's done the damage in every plate appearance tonight. And he takes ball 1 inside. But to the Expos' credit, they've had runners on base for Cook every time. So he's just been able to produce in a spot where the Expos have set him up for success. And he takes the pitch there, strike 1. 1-1 the count to Nick Cook. Behind him, Evan Baglieri, if we make it that far. Big swing and a miss there from Cook, strike 2. And that one either shook Cook up a little bit, or he can't believe he missed it so badly that he had to keel over. Take a second to think about what he's done. So now here's the 1-2 from Gamble. He's trying to get out of this inning unscathed. Got him! Strike 3! Clean inning from the Thorold Anchors. And they needed that one. Top 5 coming up. Looks like we're going to keep going here from Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back, NDBA fans. It's the top of the 5th inning. We're looking at Expos 13, Anchors 2, Jason Baldinelli into the ball game for the Expos. And he will deal with Jacob Turner, Adam Bartlett, and Dylan Dempsey for the Anchors, all scheduled to bat. The rain has also subsided a little bit in that half inning. Not too sure what we're looking at in terms of a mercy rule situation. Again, the rules have changed around mercy rule for this year, so both teams actually have to agree that there is going to be a mercy rule in effect and that the game will be ended prematurely. Otherwise, the game goes 7 innings regardless. I think we talked about games where the score would be racked up, but you didn't necessarily get the feeling that it was that score intention. I feel that a little bit tonight. Obviously, a 12-run inning is going to rack up the score in any game. But if you put that one aside, and I know you can't put all the runs aside because the Expos deserve them, but it's a 2-1 game if you erase that 12-run inning. So I might be in for some extracurriculars per se. Of course, I'm pretty sure at that point, the game is considered over. The Expos would win 13-2, and any runs after the fact would be inconsequential. Again, for more just the getting the reps in, as they say.
It's like the rain has somewhat stopped.
Yeah, a little bit.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's calmed down. The sky's still dark over us here.
Yeah.
And Niagara Falls for sure. Turner cranks that one foul. The damage done. Guys kicking cleats all over the place now. I played in many games where the dirt gets kind of heavy like that. It just sticks to everything, including your clothes. Weighs 1,000,000 pounds. Turner fights that one off and stays alive. Which is, again, another reason why I feel like both teams may be willing to call this one a little bit early tonight. Because as much as it's important to get the reps in, it is not a lot of fun to play in some muddy infield dirt. So Turner stares down the 0-2 from Baldinelli. Oh, and he got him. Strike 3. That's that signature breaking ball that Jason Baldinelli uses very effectively. And it cuts down Jacob Turner for the first out of the 5th inning. So we'll turn the lineup over for number 87, Adam Bartlett. 0 for 2 tonight is Bartlett. He struck out and grounded into a fielder's choice back in the 3rd inning. And he takes the first pitch strike. I have some video issues now. The classic dead battery. We'll get that one back to you in a minute. As Bartlett cracks one to the second baseman. And Anthony Baldinelli is there to make the out. We'll get the picture back in just a moment. Everything here at NDBA Senior runs totally off the cusp. We do our best with the equipment we were given, you know.
Absolutely. Still comes off as a pretty good stream. Pop up there.
Yeah, Dempsey's up now, and he pops up, and that is the frame. So a quick one there for the Expos. We'll let you know if this one's going to continue or not. Bottom 5 coming up 13-2. Expos lead. We'll be right back regardless. Welcome back, baseball fans. It's the bottom of the 5th inning now. Expos 13, Anchors 2. We're playing on here from Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. A soggy, soggy night under the lights here at Oaks Park. So leading things off here in the bottom of the 5th is Evan Baglieri. We got T.C. Murray and Jason Antoniak behind them. And Baglieri takes first pitch, ball 1. Bags is 1 for 3 tonight. RBI double in that 12-run 3rd inning. And he also reached and scored on an error. Hard to say if that was an error or just an error on the 3rd baseman or the 1st baseman in that case. Throw led the 1st baseman a little bit off the bag, but probably still could have made a play. 2-1 to Baglieri. Connor Gamble is still dealing for the Anchors. And Bag shoots that one into left field, the base hit. Cutting it off there is Riley Gamble. He's got to hustle because Baglieri's thinking too, and he's got it. So Baglieri stretches that base hit into a double, and that's how we start things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Second double of the game for Baglieri. How about that? Which brings us now to T.C. Murray. Extra hitter tonight, number 29. And he's 0 for 2 with a walk. And Murray takes that one below the knees, ball 1. Gotta imagine if the Expos put up any more runs. That'll just about put this one to bed. Safe to say it's already tucked in. It just needs to go to bed. The 2-0 to T.C. Murray is in there for strike 1. Murray was thinking take all day there. No reason not to. Might have at that one, but it's well upstairs. 3-1. Now you got to throw a strike to a hitter that, quite frankly, feasts on them. A big swing there. You got to wonder what pitch Gamble used there to keep a big man off balance. Full count. Nobody out. Evan Baglieri stands on second. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Murray cut down on strikes, 1 down. TC visibly frustrated with himself after that one. So now this comes up to Jason Antoniak. 1 for 2 today is Antoniak with a walk. First pitch gets away from Dylan Guion. And advancing to third base is Evan Baglieri. So a chance now for Antoniak with a runner on third to pad some stats. Already an RBI single in this game. So reset. Swing and a miss there from Antoniak. 1-1. Notice as well that the Anchors have shifted the infield onto the grass. Trying to get the force out at home. Not the force out, rather. The tag out at home. But they'll need a hard hit ground ball from Antoniak. Another swing and a miss there. As Gamble's breaking ball fools the vet. In the hole, 1-2. Gamble the pitch, and he got him. Strike 3.
Looking to steal home there almost a little bit, but thought better of it once the pitch was released.
I wouldn't put it past Baglieri to try. Second strikeout of the inning for Connor Gamble, third of the night. And there are 2 down in the 5th. Brings us now to Jack Kemp, the rookie. That one pops in and out of the glove of Guion, but Bags holds at third. Kemp is 2 for 3 today. One of his best outings offensively this year. He's got a couple RBI. Could get another one here with a hit of most any kind. Something to the left side may keep Baglieri on the base. And there's a shot to the left side. Precision. Across the diamond in time to retire Kemp. So the Expos come up empty-handed in the bottom of the 5th inning. To the 6th we go. 13-2. Home team leads. We'll be right back. Welcome back, baseball fans, to Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. 13-2. The Expos lead the Anchors in the top of the 6th inning. We got Dan Smith, Kevin Hasty, and Josh LaRock due up for the Anchors in the 6th inning to face Jason Baldinelli, who's cruising in his 3rd inning of work. Couple earned runs to his name, but not much to worry about when you got a 10-plus run lead, except for how much clay is getting stuck in your cleats, apparently. It's a wet night here at Oaks Park, for sure. I think I mentioned off the top of the broadcast, waking up this morning and looking outside, you didn't think there was even going to be a baseball game tonight, but the crew did a lovely job here at Oaks Park today. Got the field in game shape.
These guys really do a good job here of maintaining this field, putting it and keeping it in pretty good condition.
Yeah, it sounds like it was tarped off for a good portion of the day. Smith, ground ball to Baldinelli, who makes the easy toss to first base, 1 down. Yeah, the Falls do have one of the better ground crews in the NDBA. Not to mention, the field was perforated last year in anticipation of the Canada games. So they have one of the better irrigated fields, and they have one of the better field crews. And you put that in a combination, it creates a situation where you can basically rain all day. And as long as it's good for game time, you know, we're ready to go over here. Now here's Kevin Hasty. One of, if not the hottest batter in the NDBA. 550 coming into tonight. 1 for 2 tonight. Doesn't hurt his average very much. And he's got a double, and he's scored in this game. Big swing and a miss there from Hasty. He's trailing 0-2. Aldinelli sets, and the 0-2 is well outside. You don't want to give Hasty a pitch he can hit, especially on an 0-2 count. Change his eye just a little bit. And deals in there, strike 3. Hasty disagrees. That one catches the outside corner. 2 down. About 4 strikeouts for Jason Baldinelli so far this evening. And this will bring up Josh LaRock for the second time tonight. He was one of those 4 strikeouts back in the 4th inning. And he fires upstairs. That one misses as well, 2-0. One thing the rain did is thinned out the crowd. I had a bit of one on hand at the start of this one, but the seats now are vacant.
And everybody right now basically is just underneath the bleachers at the moment, trying to catch as much of the action as they can.
Or under the trees, or safely in their cars for that matter.
Well, there is a good vantage point to watch the game from the cars, that's for sure, on both sides of the field.
Aldinelli deals, and LaRock hits that one to the left side. Scaringi has a heck of a throw if he's going to get him, and wasn't in time. So LaRock with an infield single. And the Anchors have life in the top of the 6th. Actually, look into LaRock. That was his first hit of the season. So Josh LaRock off the schneid with a ball placed deep at the shortstop position. But he'll take anything he can get. And that rolls it over for Connor Gamble, the pitcher. And he takes a strike. Gamble cranked a ball into left center field over the head of Jack Kemp. RBI double his first time up. And that one rides inside. 1-1. That base hit by LaRock snaps a streak of 6 in a row, retired by Jason Baldinelli. That one misses up high. 2-1. Stinger foul down the third base line. 2-2. Connor Gamble in his second season as a Thorold Anchor. Pitched into his RBI count tonight. He's up to 4 on the season. That one escapes Baldinelli, and LaRock is going to make his way to second without a throw. Now the runner is in scoring position. For a guy that just cashed a runner from second his last time up. 2-2. Check swing foul. Baldinelli likes to run the batters in the hands, especially those lefties. So we'll redo the 2-2. Downstairs, ball 4. Sorry, that was 3-2. First walk issued by Baldinelli this evening. Keeps the line moving for Riley Gamble. 1 for 2 is Riley Gamble tonight. Could come up in a big spot here. He's done it several times for the Thorold Anchors already this year. Like back in early June when we streamed a game from Oaks Park, Fort Erie, and Gamble comes up with a ground rule double to tie the ball game 6-6. Here he shoots a ball into right field. Antoniak waiting underneath it. And he makes the catch to end the inning. So the Anchors threaten a little bit, but come up empty-handed. 13-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back, NDBA fans, to the bottom of the 6th inning here from Oaks Park, Niagara Falls. Expos 13, Anchors 2. We got a couple defensive changes in between innings there. Adam Bartlett, who was manning center field, is now the pitcher. And from what I can tell, Connor Gamble has made his way into center field. As we get set for perhaps the Expos' last at-bat of the game. We got Mitch Grieco, Joe Scaringi, and Anthony Baldinelli, the scheduled batters for Niagara Falls here in the 6th. And he takes that one low and inside, 2-0. Adam Bartlett has appeared in one game, one inning, where absolutely nothing eventful happened. No strikeouts, no walks, no hits. But more importantly, no earned runs. But he's 3-0 here to Grieco, who takes all the way, strike one. And Bartlett deals again, strike two. So he's able to work his way back into this count. Grieco slices that one into the stanchions to our right. We'll redo the full count. Payoff pitch from Bartlett is in there. Strike three. Bartlett's first K of the season. And there's one down in the sixth. So we got Joe Scaringi now. 0 for 3 is Scaringi today. He reached on an error in that wild third inning where everyone scored. And he has grounded out to the pitcher and flied out to center field. And he takes there, strike one. Bartlett deals there. That was probably his fastest fastball so far. He's starting to crank it up. And Scaringi slaps that into right center, a base hit. His first hit of the night comes with one out in the sixth, and it turns the lineup over. We got Anthony Baldinelli for the fifth time tonight. 0 for 1, Baldinelli, with 3 walks to his credit. Turning into a nice quiet night here once again at Oaks Park.
Yeah, thankfully, the rain didn't last too long out there, and it's cleared up quite nicely. So it's just now that the field is still wreaking a little havoc, but they are making the most of that.
Certainly trying their best. This game already appears over. Jason Baldinelli has pitched 3 stellar innings so far. I see no reason why he would give anything else up. Baldinelli stands in, takes strike one. Runner going. Pitch out. Guion is not in time. Boy, that looked like they practiced that. But it does not pay off. A stolen base for the speedy Joe Scaringi. Baldinelli has a runner in position for the first time tonight. And he puts it on the ground to Jacob Turner at first. Scaringi moves to third. But Baldinelli is retired on the putout, 2 down. Takes us now to Garrett Fisher. Fisher 0 for 2 tonight, 2 walks, runs scored. Lots of walks issued by Anchors pitching tonight. Fisher taps that one down the third baseline. Dan Smith has a play, and he makes it. So 1 pitch and an out for Garrett Fisher, and that retires the side. 13-2 as we head to the 7th and final frame. Stick with us through the break. Well, welcome back, NDBA fans. We'd like to thank you again for joining us tonight, Friday night, Oaks Park, Niagara Falls, for this one between the Niagara Falls Expos and the Thorold Anchors. You're looking at Expos 13, Anchors 2 in the top of the 7th, and there's a leadoff single off the bat of Dylan Guion to start things off in the 7th. Down but not out are the Thorold Anchors here in the 7th. We saw them come back down 6 in Fort Erie, so stranger things have happened. Saw some Twitter banter that's saying that the senior rules change now as Mercy Rule 12 after 5. And that's a bit egregious. I don't know who thinks that they're going to come back in a game like this.
It is unlikely.
Especially with Baldinelli dealing. This is Dalton Procession, number 8. The shortstop tonight, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And he fouls that one back. So Dylan Guion's at first, nobody out. And it's a 1-2 count to Dalton Procession. Outside. Seen that exact same setup from Baldinelli a few times tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back with a breaking ball here. Popped him up. Baglieri's on the grass. But Nick Cook didn't call him off until way too late. See what happened there is Baglieri thought that Nick Cook was going to grab it. And then Nick Cook let him know just a bit too late that he couldn't see it at all. Lost it in the lights. And then by the time that Baglieri realized what was going on, he could not make the lunging catch. It's 2-2 again. Jason Baldinelli. 3 strong innings so far, looking to close this one out. Outside. And Procession has worked the count full. Payoff pitch from Baldinelli. Procession fouls that one off as well. Hanging in tight. He's already got 2 strikeouts tonight. Baldinelli the pitch. And he got him. Strike 3. Serves up a golden sombrero to Dalton Procession. 1 down. So this will bring up Jacob Turner. Manning first base tonight. He steps in with 1 down and runner on first base. Obviously a very big mountain to climb here for the Anchors. After that 12-run third, there's not much you can do. Of course, there's that old adage of never say die, but it'll only take you so far.
Or in baseball terms, it ain't over till it's over, as Yogi Berra used to say.
I think that rings true, but again, there's a cutoff limit, and I think every sport has it. In baseball, it just happens to be 10 runs, and, you know, in football, you may, you know, 5 touchdowns isn't exactly cozy, but it probably gets the job done.
And when one team usually scores 12 runs in an inning, it's
that's enough to
almost an insurmountable margin to climb out of.
That's enough to call it.
Yeah.
So Turner swings and misses, strike 3, and the Anchors are down to their final out now. Luckily, they'll turn the lineup over here. Relief pitcher Adam Bartlett. Oh no, we got a stand-in for Bartlett now. We got
It's like the same number, though.
Is it
Looks like
Bartlett?
number 87.
Oh yeah, okay, we got Adam
Bartlett.
Bartlett. We got Adam Bartlett again. Yeah. Bartlett in to face Baldinelli for the second time. Popped up to the second baseman his first time up. And Bartlett pops it up. Jack Kemp's going to run in on it, and he dives and makes the catch to end the game. What a way to end it. Jack Kemp showing off the defensive prowess. Expos showing off the offensive prowess. They take this one by the final score of 13-2. Well, on behalf of everyone here at the NDBA, we'd like to thank you for tuning into this presentation of regular season baseball. I have been your host, Corey LeBlanc, at That One News Guy on Twitter. Thank you for joining us. If you'll please join us again on Wednesday night when we have a matchup, between the Fort Erie Cannons and the Welland Pioneers. And we'll give you that game from Oaks Park, Fort Erie on Wednesday night beginning at 7:30. We hope to see you then. For now, have a great night all. We'll see you next time.